like that.
Ah.
So like we just said the last episode I was with you on last week. I think we was talking about that. We was like talking about the underage shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had brought up doing motherfuckers talking about the Hoover indictment and the underage females being pimped and all that shit. I had brought up the flip side of how shit be going, that everybody out there that's young is not a victim or haven't been tricked or thrust into the lifestyle. You do be having some people.
I want to hear him out. Okay, I do. Everybody that be young, don't let me make sure I really hear him out, because he's very clearly very upset, distraught even. I mean, it looks like he's been grieving. He's dressed in all black. He's in mourning. I truly believe it was the 1-2 punch of me not appreciating his opinion, and he probably had been a fan. And then Almighty Suspect, I gave Almighty Suspect a shout out, and he is glowing. I think he's never going to forget. I think it was the best day, definitely of the year for him. He is.
All my niggas from the OOTA, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters, all my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA, all my niggas from the OOTA, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters, all my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You stuck in a computer.
Listen. We back. I don't know what the hell's going on. YouTube wilding. I don't know. It was sounding like some robots. I gotta go check some of that old audio. I'm glad that happened in the beginning, because we're gonna get into this. Salute to everybody. Listen to me, y'all. I'm going to make sure I in the beginning of that and bring it to right here. Listen, we got No Jumper Cast is mad at BJ Investigates, a.k.a. That Surprise Witness, over Ant Jefe's comments on Nova. Listen, man, if you heard the comments, Ant Jefe was saying, not all young women that's on the stroll, on the strip, has, was thrusted into the lifestyle. Some of them go out there in the life on their own. So I do have a poll in the chat. If you're watching this video back and you're not seeing this poll that's in my chat right now, that's what it's about. Do you feel like some of the young women are pushing themselves out there too and are not being thrust into the lifestyle by certain things, certain people and individuals that's pushing people out there, grooming you based on lifestyles and stuff like that? Tell me what you think. It's all about open thoughts, open opinions. Everybody, just put your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, subscribe here, and subscribe to OOTAONGO, OOTAONGO. That's the main channel. Make sure you're all subscribed there. Listen, so BJ has been cooking, okay? She was cooking. The other day, she did a video. I think it was like yesterday, man. It was like a 3-hour jaunt, and I didn't even get to watch the whole thing. I was watching some of it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to come back, and I'm going to watch it. It was gone. So I'm on this one now. I'm on this one. Shout out to BJ. All right. Shout out to BJ. So I do want to hear her take on this situation. I see it's a bunch of things going on, a bunch of people getting in a kerfuffle, and they got so I get it. But shout out to BJ. I do want to hear what she got to say on the situation. I did meet BJ while I was at the trial, Puff's trial, whatever the case may be. She was nothing but cool with me. Her husband was nothing but cool with me. They was cool people. So for me, I think she's cool people. So I just want to hear what's her take on the situation and what is it actually, because some people be on content plays and all this stuff. I don't know what's going on. So I just want to hear what's going on and what the hell is all the hoopla about. So salute to everybody. Let's get to that.
Glowing. He had pep in his step, just a spring in his step. He was just so thrilled and pleased, and rightfully so. Rightfully so, because like I said, it is hard. I know that it is difficult when you are sitting in a room and everyone is acting like it's totally normal to say, no, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm going home. Goodbye. So, good for him. So I think that it was actually like the 1-2 of like not just being pulled down, but then seeing somebody else that I don't know what their history is or whatever, but seemed like a little jealousy. But listen, Almighty Suspect about to act like he never heard of me. He did not see this video. He didn't hurt. He's going to act like he is amazed. Okay.
that's fast. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like you be
let's hear
having
what
some
he
motherfuckers
said.
that got out there, like you'll have a person that
All right,
live.
let's go back. I want you to hear exactly what he
And
says.
we was talking about that. We was like talking about the underage shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had brought up doing motherfuckers talking about the Hoover indictment and the underage females being pimped and all that shit. I had brought up the flip side of how shit be going, that everybody out there that's young is not a victim or haven't been tricked or thrust into the lifestyle. You know, you do be having some people that's fat.
I think I just spotted another cousin, y'all. I think this guy in the middle actually is having a hard time controlling the disgust on his face. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, he's making the face like, stop it. Like, look at the eyebrow movement. Is this my cousin? What? Okay, so Jefe is here. This guy over here wearing his funeral clothes. He is here to set the record straight. Okay. He's like, remember when we were talking about the underage girls and stuff and pimping and I brought up the flip side. The flip side. Like, what does that freaking mean? Do you mean that you're about to take are you about to make these underage victims something other than that? Is that what you mean by flip? I don't know what you mean. Okay. What do you mean? Like, here's your chance. Here's your chance to like just, it's very easy. All he has to say is anybody messing with underage people, it's messed up. There's no caveat. There's no exception. The thing that I supposedly clipped out is that in his quote, he said, some girls be fast, some of them be fast, thrust themselves into the grown and fast, thrust themselves into the lifestyle. And then he's like, but at the same time, anybody, messing with an underage person is, an a-hole. And it's like, that, my point wasn't, oh, look, he doesn't condone something or he does condone. No, my point was, that's the type of stuff he's saying that a 14-year-old could even be fast. That a 14-year-old could even be fast. Like, you have to understand that is a happenstance of somebody's like upbringing and environment. And what do you mean some of them just be fast and they want to do that? No, that was my point. The whole point was just like that he could even say that. They all missed that completely. And maybe that was my fault. Let's run the full clip. But he's saying it again. He's saying it again right now. It's like, somebody check his frontal lobe. And my possible cousin right here, he's like, wait, no, wait. He's contorting his face all kind of ways. Look at him.
That brought up the flip side of how shit be going, that everybody out there that's young is not a victim or haven't been tricked or thrust into the lifestyle. You know, you do be having some people that's fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be having some motherfuckers that got out there, like you'll have a person that live in the community of Fig and might have grown up and seen that shit, you feel me, and grasp that shit like Horn was cool, and get out there and get caught up, and the police have them say some shit that'll get a pimp locked up or somebody that's pimping locked up, right?
Okay, wait, no, stop.
So with me saying that, I was just giving a flip side, but
somebody being fast and grown is a completely different defense than somebody lying. You didn't say somebody was lying. That isn't what you said. No, you said some of them be fast and grown and thrust they self into the lifestyle. Now you're talking about one of your pimp homies? Like, I'm supposed to freaking feel sorry for him? You're talking about one of your pimp homies who a young girl underage wasn't even messing with him, lied on him. This is a completely different story than somebody being fast and grown. What are we talking about right now? Where are we going with this? Doubling down, making it worse. Doubling down, making it worse. And then he tries to say he's a girl dad. No, you're not. I revoked the license until further notice, and it may be never returnable. We're gonna have to see.
You know, we was on them babies. Like, you know, I'm a girl dad, so a motherfucker against all that off the back. But man, why this podcast channel? I'm talking about the BJ investigations. The Karen bro called me out talking about that. She called me out and said, I'm a degenerate.
You are.
For talking about the flip side of it. It gave you ups. But I'm like, if you listen to the whole conversation, like,
did my new cousin just sniff his armpit? Did he just do an armpit sniff? Somebody's musty in here. He just did an armpit sniff. He's making sure it wasn't him. Watch the armpit sniff. Watch the armpit sniff, my cousin in the middle.
He's like, I'm a girl dad, so a motherfucker against all that off the back. But man, why this podcast channel? I'm talking about the BJ investigations. The Karen bro called me out talking about that. She called me out and said I'm a degenerate for talking about the flip side of it.
Close your mouth.
Gave you up.
Look.
I'm like, if you listen to the whole conversation,
See what I mean?
Like what I'm saying is in pocket, and motherfuckers from the lifestyle know what I'm saying. But
Okay, I was very distracted by the armpit sniff, but I think that I was able to hear somewhat of what Uncle Jefe was saying. I think I was able to hear somewhat of what he was saying. Thank you, Apollo. Yes. This is his chance, okay? He's saying, he's like, I think he's in shock. I really do. And I heard in this video, he's from Atlanta. I mean, the Atlanta cousins are not the same. Like, there's differences. Okay. So he may just be sitting here in awe that they're talking about this like this. I mean, I really don't know. Okay. I really don't know. Shout out to Dre Nettles. Grandpa Heffy. I call him uncle, y'all. I thought he was an elder. I thought he was like a good 10 years older than me. It was not. He is not. He is like a 1 year older than me. That is astounding to me. Okay. Anyway, all right. So he's about to get his lick back. All right. This is lick back. He's got the mic. It's his turn. Okay. He stands accused of being a creep who it's no wonder people don't come forward to. Okay. That's the accusation on the table. That is my belief. Of course, I don't know if it's a fact. I've never met him and I never wish to. So oh, Atlanta doesn't claim him. Oh, okay. Well, shout out to the Atlanta cousins. I mean, I don't know. Okay. So this gonna be his excuse. He's like, I was telling the flip side of underage prostitution. I was telling the flip side. Let's see. What was it? Tell me. I'm dying to know.
Degenerate. She talking about me saying that, but the girls that's fast underage doing it, like me broaching that conversation, that makes the girls who really suffering from it not want to come out, and I'm a degenerate.
I really hope this is like a channel that people actually watch.
No, she got like 300,000 subscribers. She definitely
I've never seen it. I never go home and watch it.
I think I've seen the beginning.
But she got a lot of subs and she do views, but she don't pop up in our algorithm though. But she had just did.
No, that's a substantial following.
She had just did a reaction channel. I mean, she just did a reaction on a situation, like the update on the Hoover's indictment.
But that just shows what it like. I mean, no offense to you and your sizable following, who I welcome to fucking swarm my comment section with hate, because
please do not swarm the suspected federal agent's comments with anything, hate, love, or threats, please, because this man is, I mean, I have some theories. All right. Do not swarm anybody's comments, but he's talking to y'all. He's talking to my quote sizable following. You're welcome to go swarm his comments with hate. Please do not. Please do not. Respectfully.
Poor assessment.
He was foaming at the mouth.
Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
what
shit.
A poor assessment.
Jefe, did she misclip you though?
You will also
did a reaction.
You will also notice that this suspected federal agent right here, you know what made me suspect he's a federal agent? It was because whenever somebody had said, yeah, there is underage, you know what, PIMPing going around, and he looked straight over and he said, thank you for being honest about that. A lot of people lie about that. That is a like verbatim, same tone, same candor, same all of it, the same cadence is what I mean. All of it as like what the training of like interrogating and deposing. It's like you make, thank you for being honest about that. You're kind of like empathizing, sympathizing. You ever hear somebody say that like that? Just remember that's at least an orange flag. That's at least an orange flag. The way his story don't make sense, the way he doesn't actually seem to fit in any way with this culture at all. And then I saw some videos from years back or whatever times past, and he looks so different. And that's another like dead bringer is whenever their whole look changes. No, but he's going to say some like sexually harassing and inappropriate things about me in this video as well, which I take enormous issue with.
On a situation, like update on the Hoover's indictment.
But that just shows what it like. I mean, no offense to you and your sizable following, who I welcome to fucking swarm my comment section with hate.
Oh my God, please don't.
What a poor assessment.
He was foaming at the mouth.
Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
what
shit.
a poor
I'm like,
assessment.
shit.
Jefe, did she misclip you though?
Yeah,
did she misclip you? Like she didn't give the whole context. She just gave you the
fuck a misclip. That's what I'm talking about.
Terrible
In the social media world, when you want to hop out there and call people out their names and say certain shit, make sure you understand the gist of what the fuck going on. Because you don't say I'm a degenerate, then in the same sentence say, oh.
Make sure I understand what the going on or what. Or what? Said who? Because I know you're not paying my bills. And I know for a fact you're not about to do nothing to me. So, or what? Shut up. You get a lot more by asking nice than trying to tell me what to do. Go ask anybody I already went toe-to-toe with. You know what I'm scared of? Nothing and nobody. And I do not take kindly to being told what to do. Buddy. I want y'all to hear how this man formed his crusted at the corners of his mouth to speak to me one more time.
context. She just gave you the
fuck a misclip. That's what I'm talking about.
Terrible
In the social media world, when you want to hop out there and call people out their names and say certain shit, make sure you understand the gist of what the fuck going on.
Or what?
Because you don't say I'm a degenerate, then in the same sentence say, oh, I usually don't fuck with suspect, but what he's saying is right. We all saying the same shit in the room. We against the same shit. Right. But on the flip side,
in some ways, they were all saying the same thing in the room. I agree they were all against certain stuff, but the boundary they had set was like way beneath where I was willing to go, because they were even considering and contemplating somebody being fast and grown as a child. Even just if you don't even care ethically, morally, like, can we agree statutorily? And he could have just said, yeah, I shouldn't even said that about fast and grown. Oops. He's doubling down. He's doubling down. He's taking away any legs that his argument had to stand on because he's doubling down.
I have a homie who got locked up on some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like getting lied on for real, with a broad he wasn't dealing with that was underage. And the police would do that and catch an underage broad out there, and they might know somebody that's pimping as well. And like, hey, look, who your pimp? And then they sell it to a broad, like, come on, they do it to regular criminals. Hey, look, we gonna give you the script. This is what you gonna say.
This is something totally different.
So like I'm saying, like, it's a flip side of this shit too. You feel me?
I understand.
Like, everybody out there, all I was just saying that everybody out there, just because they underage, is not a victim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This
what?
Is, well, I was asking if
look, I do get that, because you feel me, that motherfuckers do be fast, but it's like at the end of the day, when you're underage, you can't consent. So like it don't matter.
Thank you.
So like at the end of the day, in the eyes of the law, this is a victim, even if they are willingly out there because they underage and they can't.
Period. That's it. And that's why, again, I know you were very happy about the American flag. There's two. Yes, thank you. That's right. Please, that is right. Even if y'all don't actually think it, just start saying it. Maybe it'll sink in. That is the answer. There's no way around it. Underage cannot consent. There's no fast, there's no grown, there's no lying, there's no nothing. If lying is a different situation.
Look, hold on. Because I had this conversation when I was in college, right? I had this conversation when I was in college because a few of the chicks I was around at the time, they wanted to make like OnlyFans, and they thought it was like cute to call themselves sex workers. You feel me? I'm not putting any salt in their game saying don't make the OnlyFans, but
you do OnlyFans,
coming
you're
from
a sex
LA,
worker.
Coming from LA, the shit that you see on the blade and shit, and the shit that you around, I feel like they shouldn't call themselves sex workers. They're sex entertainers. You feel me? Sex workers are like actual prostitutes and shit. And I was telling them this back in, I don't know, 2020. We're in the middle of the pandemic.
You're not a real rapper. You fucking
look,
bro.
Look, I've been saying that they have children out there. Like, these girls get into the game 16 years old. They got their pimp's face tattooed on their name so they'll never work another job again. And y'all think this shit is cute. You come from households, $300,000 plus. Your parents is put up. You're just trying to make a little bit of extra cheese during the pandemic.
Yeah,
So don't try to equate your struggle or
what
whatever
is he talking about?
to what these women are doing that
Every
are really
day,
out
outside,
here,
right.
really
I
going
had the
through shit.
same
This
thought,
is what I was gonna
cousin.
say to
What?
Jefe is that, especially when it comes to that demographic of women, they're very sheltered sometimes, and they don't know the flip side of things and how some people got to hop off the porch early to take care of the.
This man's talking like he didn't know my daddy overdosed on meth. Sweetheart, sir, young gentleman, you need to be careful who you're talking to. You need to be careful who you're talking to. You need to know who you're talking to and about. Because before this, you were not even on my radar. I did not even know you existed. I still didn't bother to learn your name. Okay. So let's not make too many assumptions, because you know what happens when you do that.
Themselves, whatever it may be.
Who
You know
don't?
what I'm
You
saying?
said what women don't know what?
The white lady that you was talking about. You said it was a white lady, something that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You just on social media. Social media is a big platform. You speak it like,
Yeah.
don't hop out there and speak something if you don't understand.
This is what I'm saying.
Why?
People don't want to hear the ugly truth, though. They just want us to be
No, I
all
want y'all to keep it
decorated
to
and nice
yourself.
the way they're used to seeing it. Like, oh,
Yep.
this is girl power.
Keep it off
Yeah,
my
if you wanna sell a
timeline.
little sexy pics of yourself. Fuck it, you want to.
Why
fuck
is
on
he
camera,
saying
that's up to
this?
you. You know,
What is this?
women empowerment. But it's like, no.
Stop. Who is
there's
doing
a
that?
real-
Who is doing that? Who is selling pictures and doing women empowerment? His boss is old lady. Let's bitch about that a little bit. Can we bitch about that just a little bit? Because I'm not saying female empowerment OnlyFans. I actually said that's rotting the core of our society, which is the family. So I know you're not talking about me. And I also know you're not talking about me about some $300,000 house, whatever in the hell bullshit you just pulled out of your butt. No clue what the hell you're talking about right now. Because I know for a fact it ain't me. Shh. Nobody yank your chain. Shh. Shh.
ugly side to this game that you don't have to interact with because you are protected
because
from
you
it.
have the
You don't
luxury.
have to do
You have the
this.
luxury not to.
You have the luxury of doing this. This is an extra bag for you. For some chicks, they fucking for $20, bro, to feed their addiction,
why is he
whatever it may
mixing
be.
that with that?
You know
it's
what
so
I'm saying?
strange
So,
and confusing.
I don't know what I'm
call
saying
that
that to
shit
say.
hoe
I'm
shit.
saying that to say is some people don't like to hear the ugly truth. You feel me?
No.
Yeah, and this wasn't what and like people know, like I said, at one now I never said like, but let's just say this because I see a lot of people like to cast judgment on other people when it's not pertaining to them. It's easy to point the finger at a motherfucker, but when you sit
Guilty. I do. I do like to cast judgment on people because there's a lot of insane stuff going on out here. There's a lot of stuff that I've been noticing for quite a few years. And I think that society and civilization is going to freaking start crumbling if we don't all start judging. We got to start doing some judging. We got to get back to shaming, including, yes, kink shaming. We just got to get back to it. Yep. You found that people like to judge. If you're talking about me, yep, guilty. I'm going to keep doing it too. And you're not going to stop me. There's nothing you can do. Oops.
in that hot seat, what it's gonna be. So this is my thing. Since we on the subject, like
That's it.
like I said, I don't know how many times I gotta say it, I'm a fucking girl dad.
Okay.
I don't play that shit. Period. My
Already
daughters ain't
revoked.
fast. We don't play that shit.
Yeah.
I don't play that shit in my household. My
Mhm.
kids. Period. So this is what I'm saying. The harsh reality of truth of the street life. It is what it is. It's harsh. So you got some people who's been kidnapped. You got some people who's been tricked, bamboozled, gorilla pimped into this lifestyle. And you got some people just because you might think 14, 15, 16. I know me at 14, 15, 16, I was way more fucking advanced than the regular 14 to 16-year-old. So you got some people, as I said.
Put a 1 in the chat if he's making it worse with every word that comes out of his mouth. Put a 1 in the chat if he's making it worse. Way worse. Also, side note, If he was way advanced by that age, it's because he was also abused. And that's another thing we got to start coming to terms with. If he was also so fast and grown at a young age, it was also because he was abused, most likely by an older woman. That's not acceptable either. Those people are pervs.
That live in them communities, and let's just take Nova for an example. Let's just take Nova for an example. And
Leave
I'm not
her out
trying
of
to
it.
out her, talk about her. You
No,
feel
it's
me?
an
Shout out to
interesting
Nia and all that,
example.
because
That's an
you feel me?
interesting
She good
example.
people. This is what I'm saying.
We'll touch on
By
that later.
way of seeing her mama doing what she do and where she grew up at, she felt it was all right for her to do it.
Yeah.
This is what I'm seeing. So
That's
you
true.
have people
That's-
that
I agree.
develop that had to grow up fast at a fast rate, and you will have somebody at that age out there with no direction doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then you get caught up. You might know some pimps. You might know some pimps. A motherfucker may have pimped on you unnoticeably. Some motherfuckers do know, but I'm
The
just saying, it be them
voice.
situations. She get caught, she about to go to jail just like any.
All these people around, and not one person had a Hall's cough drop. They were sitting here, nobody get him some milk. They didn't want to give this man some herbal tea. He sounds like, I did tell him in that live that I said, my daddy's going to grab you by your vocal. My dad's dead, like I mentioned. I said, he's going to come haunt you and grab you by your vocal cords. He's going to grab you by the throat. Sure enough, here's Mr. Bullfrog getting worse by the second. Meanwhile, they done roped in my poor other cousin. I never really noticed this man before, but he doesn't like particularly look like he's really like in on it. All he keeps saying is we clipped him out of context to make him look any kind of way. But I don't think he realizes the main point I was making is that little girls that are in danger aren't going to feel safe to come into y'all. And y'all should have said, thank you, sister. Thank you for pointing that out. You've been a girl before. We're going to make sure that we adjust our messaging so that if there are some little girls around us, maybe even if they fast and grown, they may come and tell you and try to get some help or something. But they not doing that today because you doubling down, you just talking about some girls are grown at 16 and it's different people age in different ways. No, that's actually kind of racist. Y'all are saying that only white girls and only white people get the luxury to not be sexually abused by men, grown-ups? No, that's racist. Come to think of it. What are you talking about? In some cultures, girls should just get abused. If they already started getting abused by 14, oh well, now they're fast and grown. Oh well, lost cause. That's crazy. That's deranged. And it is indeed degenerate.
Everybody else, when they go to jail, the police, they play with women, kids. Oh, hey, you don't want to tell us this, do this?
Salute to everybody in the building. You already know the vibes. We're just trying to break this down, put this on the board. We're trying to get this on the board right here. It's hard to make a claim for how they trying to break it down. It's very hard. Because what BJ is saying is right. What she's saying is right, bro. We got ATM Richie online now. He's talking about the same girl, Nova, the young girl who was doing all these things on the strips, on the stroll. He's talking about she belongs to the set. She belongs to the gang. The set is the gang, the specific gang, the set. Yo, bro. It's out of control. All of this is happening online as well. The poll says what the poll says. I want everybody at the poll. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe here. Make sure you subscribe to OOTAONGO. Let's get back into this breakdown, though. I just want to let her rock out, you know what I'm saying, because she's breaking it down for herself. We can go through the other breakdowns on No Jumper and all that, but she's breaking it down here, and she's playing it. So why do we have to do that? Exactly. So this is all in one nutshell. So salute to everybody. Let's get back to this because it's getting kind of bleak for some people. It's getting scary. So let's get back to that.
We gonna take them kids.
But if a pimp know that a girl is underage, should we not hold him accountable?
Yes.
Dealing with
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But
You know
that goes without saying. I already said that. Why?
Sorry.
girl is underage, should we not hold him accountable
Yes,
for
thank you.
dealing with
Yes.
an
Y'all
underage
still,
kid?
Yes.
but
You know
that
what I'm
goes
saying?
without saying. I
Yeah,
already said that.
yeah.
Why? This what I'm understand why that keep coming up because I've never said it was
I
okay.
think that's the main
Fool,
thing.
a
I think
motherfucking
that's the
the
main
people
thing.
underage minor that never came out my mouth.
He didn't say that.
I didn't say
I'm
you said
saying
that.
it, I don't know.
No
what
one
I'm saying
said you
wrong
said
for a
that.
motherfucker
So
to not hear me.
she's trying to twist your shit to make it say that bullshit when you say
She
No.
she's not even saying that. She just basically.
I'm not trying to
because
twist his nothing. He keeps saying it over and over here again. Maybe even if I was accidentally, oopsie, or on purpose, he is actually doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on what I was saying, which is he is continuing to act as if he really believes children can make these decisions about acts consensually. He continues to show the point over and over that I was making.
saying, okay, but what about we talking about the underage girls, but what about the girls who be fast that know what they doing?
It's getting worse.
I'm a degenerate for shedding light on that.
Cuz need content. What y'all say? Cuz need content.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the main thing that she misconstrued
Tell
was
me,
the fact that
special
you
agent.
weren't like condoning it or saying that it
I never
was
said
a
he
good
was.
thing.
I
or
didn't
not.
say he
You were just
was.
saying this is what it is.
If
You
it
know
was
what
a
I'm saying?
test,
This
you
is-
failed.
Because
People can't
common
handle the
thing.
truth.
because people get put in the trick bags too. So like I said, I have a homie. That's why I wouldn't even fuck with the lifestyle like a pimping because
Then stop
it's like,
commenting on
too
it.
messy. I had a homie that was on the ism, that was playing the game how it's supposed to go. That's how
This
he got
is a white lady.
That's how he got caught
He
up.
is talking about a white lady.
Now he's acting like
That's
he
how
never
that's
knew
how
about
he
me
got
in his
caught up.
life.
Because an underage girl, she went to jail in Arizona.
Okay.
And she was out there with one of his hoes.
Okay.
One of his hoes was out there. He sent this hoe out there.
Oh, and
However,
it wasn't
this-
even under his accord, but
He don't even know this bro.
Okay, no, I get it.
But
Yeah.
she's on the track.
But he still winds up being accountable for it.
She's on the
because-
track posing to be grown, horn with his girl. His girl go down. The underage girl go down.
That's
You feel me? Police.
damn. I
Who
never
go
even
down.
thought.
The homie went.
Look at this special
brain never
agent.
even thought
The homie
about
went
some
down
shit.
for.
Look at Special Agent Lush over here. I never even thought about that. Why does he sound so much like Steve-O? Do they have the same throat demon or disease? I'm just curious.
Underage girl that he don't even know.
This is the shit though that shocked me, like getting out of my environment and shit. Is that, bro? For us, a lot of this shit is normal.
Because we got your pimp, but we ain't got no pimp for this young girl. So hey, look, if y'all don't want to be charged, you want me to let you go. Look, this one.
The frontal lobe, I have questions. I have comments, I have concerns. It may need a scan. No one, he's not even responding to what's being said. I don't know if it's just the cortisol's through the roof. I couldn't begin to speculate. But I do want to know, is the girl dad in the room with us? I want to know, is the girl dad in the room with us? Because he keeps saying girl dad, but it's just, I'm not seeing it.
What y'all gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was, we both was out here on his instructions.
Now, obviously,
I found the clip you talking about.
And I'm pretty
He wants
sure,
his shout out played. He
pull it up if
freaking
y'all
knows
want,
about
but
this clip.
I'm pretty
Look how
sure
happy
that,
he is.
If I had to guess, I've listened to enough sugar-free music and like been around enough fools with ism to know that the responsibility.
I don't know what that means.
Well, if you really pimp it, you're supposed to have that all under control and da-da-da-da. But sounds good, right? Sounds good, but
sounds great.
And that's kind of what I think you. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ant. That's kind of what your point was. Like in reality, we know that shit's morally wrong, but this is the kind of shit that be happening. You feel me? And then like,
yeah, because I think what sparked that conversation off because I told suspect I was like, it was something I was like, shit, it's damn near like
a new initiative
normalizing that shit.
is underway.
Oh shit! It's the fucking headphones. I was like,
oh yeah.
So they're about to.
But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's funny because I really don't know. No, I'm literally
this
just
shit right here. Were we all sitting right there?
Yeah.
It's crazy though, coming from LA. Like I feel like any big city, even you, I know you come from Atlanta. People don't understand the perils of a big city for real. They just can't wrap their heads around.
So
it.
this is where my cousin had picked up, our new cousin. He claims me, so he's my cousin now. Had picked up right here. So let me pull that up.
and she had her roommate who was just
mhm.
she was crying,
Shoot.
breaking down.
Mhm.
Bro, that is a common story. A lot of people cannot handle the shit that happens
Because
in big
it's
cities. And I'm not even saying I was the
degenerate.
most outside dude ever, but I'll be hearing stories and I'll be like, at first, like, nigga, what? And then it's like, damn, that's crazy. And then it's, oh, for real? Yeah, I heard that before.
That's called
You know what I'm saying? You get
desensitization.
desensitized to shit. You know, even him speaking on Nova, like Nova is low key kind of viral in the city right now. People
Which
be
is
like
a
posting
fucking
her
shame.
clips, which is a shame, but it's like people are like, bro, it's a lot of people.
It's a shame that she's low-key viral.
Agreed.
It is a shame. And you know why she's low-key viral?
Why?
You know what make her low-key viral? That interview at No Jumper. Y'all just put her on a platform with 5.1 million subs.
It's true.
For what? For
Why?
street walking underage. It's almost like you're rewarding her for what she's doing. Now, I'm not saying nobody responsible for her or nothing, because her mother, who was sitting right next to her in the interview, is responsible for this.
It's true.
But at the end of the day, you're responsible for your platform. And platforming something like that, what are you doing? You wasn't giving Kiwi Head, your boss, payphone, wasn't giving any insight or anything to, hey, the young girl shouldn't do this, or this wasn't like
Is this a joke? Is this a joke that his name is Payphone? Was there another payphone? Was there some drama with a payphone? I remember there being some drama with a payphone, like a fight or something, like with the big falling out. Or are you just calling him Payphone? That's not his name. I did not know this man from Adam, but he is very upset about the video. He's going to be complaining coming up.
Announcement. This was him genuinely sitting down, wanting
house
to talk
phone.
to this little girl about
A house
underage
phone, yes.
prostitution. Gang.
Okay, got it.
Your platform made her viral.
Right.
Know that. Niggas
Right.
talk about accountability and all this. It's like, come on, payphone. And you supposed to be smarter than that. But I see what's going on though. I see what's up with you though. You just a go along, get along. I ain't mad at you.
People saying this is a baby, and she's confused. She thinks she's a celebrity. Yeah. She thinks that she has clout. Like,
because y'all gave her the clout, payphone. Pay attention.
Can't go into the store. Like, bro, it's all bad. You know, we're never justifying this shit. We are never justifying this shit. We're talking, you know, speaking against it at all times. But you got to understand, we live in the belly of the beast, bro.
Well, yeah, like, and this is coming from people, and like, I hate to use this anecdote as often as I have, because it's like super.
Shut the fuck up. Just shh.
Embarrassing, but it's so common. When I was 16 years old, my girlfriend left me for 25.
It's also just like actually preposterous. Like, TB, good point. This whole thing about like some people never lived in a city, they don't know the reality of a city. Like, I don't even understand like why that keeps getting brought up. I have lived in a city for like a decade. I moved from Louisiana to Boston, where I lived for 3 years in Boston as my address. And then I lived in Philadelphia for also 3 years in West Philadelphia on 36 in Powelton. I actually got attempted robbed on my way to my law school job one day. And it was an attempt, if you will note. An attempt. Tried to roll up on me and get my school bag. And I said, no, you got the wrong one today. Get away from me before I call your mama is what literally came out of my mouth. Now, I would not advise somebody else to do that. And indeed, and in fact, if somebody would have asked me like the day before or moments before what I would do if someone rolled up on me and tried to take my bag, I would say I would give it to them. But that ain't what happened. I said, you got the wrong one. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. I might have said baby boy or something. He was like 16 years old. I'm like 27. He looked like a middle schooler I could be tutoring. I said, go back to your house. I should call your mama. I said something about calling his mama. And he just stood there stunned. And I just kept walking down to the Dunkin' Donuts and called the cops. I mean, they told me the next day he pulled a gun on a taxi driver. So, oops. So don't talk to me about somebody living in a city. You know where I lived in Philadelphia elsewhere after I moved out of West Philly? It was right there by Chinatown, okay? You know the bridge where the homeless people are? I couldn't wear flip-flops right there because I might kick a needle. So I don't really know what this whole you don't know what it's like bullshit is about. Also, just as a side note. I've seen how degenerate it is, and I live in the suburbs for a reason. I like it over here. I like it over here. We pay a whole lot of property taxes to live over here and to not be bombarded with this degeneracy. And yet, I can't even sit on my own freaking couch at night without scrolling by a 13 freaking year old runaway. And it's you people putting it out there. So now that you made it my business, you put this child in my face. You, Mark Lata, Adam Grand Mason. Now I have some things to say because I now have a duty to do something about it. Such a stupid thing. And what is he even talking about? Look at it. I can't even take him seriously, y'all. This is a freaking cop in a jersey. I just can't. This is a spook. I can't get past it. I feel like I'm in a Truman Show playing play pretend. Look at the hat. It's like so hello, fellow kids.
Do with the Mercedes. You feel me? And like, I think was pulling up to the high school.
That's the same shit. The guy you want to fuck with when I was like 16. She ended up fucking with a nigga who was older, tattooed, gangbang down, he was grown and shit with a whip.
The just became a member?
Couldn't do it.
Is that her?
I did not become a member of No Jumper.
Nah, hell nah.
Hell no.
Okay. I was about to say, zoom in. We could talk about it.
But
we could talk about it.
But you know, a 4-month membership is substantial since you pulled it up.
We watching the Clipper.
What understanding is there to get, Payphone? Again, I thought you was way smarter than this. Like, what understanding? You don't understand what she was saying in the video, or did you not see it? Or are you just no jumper glazing because that's your place of employment?
Yes.
Because what's to discuss, what's not to understand about what she said? Niggas shouldn't have no comments about this except for it's nasty.
Period.
How do we help? It needs to stop.
Period.
This is a 14-year-old
15 now.
selling her body on the streets, and y'all platformed her.
Ooh.
Can't stress that enough. Let's talk about she thinks she got clout, she viral, all this. Yeah, and y'all participated in that. The biggest hip-hop platform in No Jumper. I mean, the biggest hip-hop platform in Los Angeles, No Jumper.
Yeah.
Platforming underage prostitutes.
And
Throwing
Lima.
Out there.
And Lima Yevrimovich
Yeah,
to talk shit about me.
Let's watch what Shorty's talking about. But shouts to Jay-Z. She said she's been rocking with us for a long time, many moons. And a 4-month membership, she said a 14-year-old can't consent or adults. If you arrest the parents for neglect, I bet it would make a difference.
It's in better place, dead homies. Her and her punk ass mama.
You know what we should probably do? And here's my suggestion. Death penalty. Chemical castration for all child abusers. Child sex predators. Death penalty. Watch how fast it's gonna clear up. Put a mom in jail.
Tells you he was a crude about this. No Jumper, of course. They're talking about it. No, he's had Tanea on his show. She's been on Hoover's Happens. It's like, nope.
Underage girls. And I've definitely heard about it. Look at Tanea's kid. This is happening.
So they're watching my video right now.
A specific child. Adam really downplays in this video how disgusting. I just don't.
Is this basically totally normalized in the pimp world?
No.
Hell no.
For sure.
So there's a big chunk of people who think that that's fucked up and wrong.
For sure.
Adam admits that he knows this PK4 character, which is the one who's alleged to have.
So y'all hear what I'm saying in the video. I'm saying, look how they're talking. They're saying, we know kids are getting trafficked. Look at Tanea's kid. Listen how they're talking. Isn't it just a normal thing? Here's Jefe. Yeah, for sure it's normal. Yeah, for sure. You have Adam. Is it just so normal? I look at Tanea's kid. We know it happens. And then here's Jefe. On the other side is some people be fast and grown. Some people aren't getting snatched up. Not all the pimps out here that have kids on their roster in their stable are bad people. That's what I heard. That's how I hear it. That a 15-year-old can even consent to a S act, which legally is absolutely not the case, but I think morally, ethically is not the case either. And I don't think that should be culturally different or culturally dependent. I don't believe that is culturally dependent, that children get to have a childhood, that children get to be off freaking limits. Boy children, girl children, all races of children get to live a slavery free childhood. Can we get a 1 in the chat? If that shouldn't only apply to some cultures in the United States of America, but instead, and in fact it should, and actually does, apply, can I get a 1 in the chat? To all people in all cultures should say, you know, let's not sex traffic the kids. Let's not have sex with the 13-year-old. Let's not do that, even if she's fast and grown. Can we can't start there? No, we only have to start where Jefe wanted to start. Where he wanted to start was the ones that are just being forced into cages and thrust into the lifestyle, sure. But the ones just that are just statutory victims legally, look, he's like, I was grown at 16. And again, that was wrong. You were abused. And if it happens to everybody on these couches, you all were abused by grown people that should not have taken advantage of you in that despicable and disgusting way. But what it doesn't mean is that you then do that forward or consider that somebody has a choice to do so as a child. Legally, you definitely do not. I'm not talking even about 17 and a half with your 19 and a half year old boyfriend. No. We're talking about young teens. Again, I'm not saying Jefe would do this, has done this. I'm not saying he's condoning it, underage prostituting. That is not what I am saying. What I am saying is the fact his brain can form, is fast and grown as some type of caveat is the problem. That's where I want the scope to be.
No, who are associated with this RICO that we're talking about, P4K in particular. I'm used to it at this point that the indictment comes out. It's a bunch of the worst you ever heard in your entire life. You can't help but feel completely disgusted when you read it. And then once people end up going to trial or accepting plea deals or whatever, you realize that, you know.
Now, again, that children deserve it pretty much because the children be grown and fast and they thrust themselves into the lifestyle.
Some people be fast and thrust themselves into that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just all because they underage that they being tricked.
And I gotta stop that.
Thank you.
Gotta stop that right there.
Do it.
Some just be fast. This is the thing. If you are underage, you are not responsible for your own sins. Again, this conversation comes from Nova. She is 14 years old.
15 now.
Fast has nothing to do. Where are your parents? And it's wrong. Just throwing that out there. And again, I don't think Ant Jefe was trying to condone anything. But I don't think that these comments was necessary at all.
Nope.
He the only person up there that said that it was a normal thing.
Yeah.
If you play it back, he's the only person who was like, yeah, it's a normal thing. Again, I said on the live too, like, bro, I used to stay in the Hoovers. I never, you see that all the time. I never, ever saw no 14-year-old out there. For someone to say that it's normal would mean that, yo, this is something we see all the time. I don't know about nobody else. I don't see no underage girls out there on Fig like that, bro. I don't. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist because it absolutely does as we see. But I'm not going to say that that's the norm. And then again, I don't got nothing to do with the pimp world, the ism and all that. So I could be wrong. But let's continue.
Some people be grown and fast and thrust themselves into it.
So that should give you a pretty good idea of why nobody comes forward around these creeps.
I stand by it.
Keep going.
I stand by it.
Hold on, rewind it.
Shout out though to Almighty Suspect, who actually was the voice of reason through here. And
he's so happy.
To all the girl dads who actually
they're all so happy
in these conversations, because I know it's hard whenever all these degenerates are just like,
they're fans. They're fans.
Everybody does that. Yeah, man. Everybody knows they do.
Let's ask ourselves the question, though. Do you agree with young Ant Jefe? He's saying some girls thrust themselves into the lifestyle. Okay? This is what young Ant Jefe said. Whether he tries to take it back, whatever he tries to do, this is what he said. Okay? But we know at that age, you can't even consent. You not even really you don't own your own body, bro. Straight. You need guidance. You need parental, everything with everything you're doing, bro. We understand how the streets be. We understand how the hood be. But just like Neem said, you're not seeing that all the time going on everywhere, right? And then that's where it comes in that older people need to be in a position to steer these people the right way, right? What are the older people doing? men and women. What are they doing? What is that girl's mother doing? Right? Besides inspiring all of the actions, we already get that part. But I'm just saying, though, what are the men doing? What are the women doing to stop the action? See what I'm saying? These are kids. She's a young person, bro. So we have to be careful about the things that we're saying. Because if it's your child, if it's your little sister, you're not going to be wanting to hear that. You're not. Any one of us. I'm telling you, not going to want to hear that. So sometimes we just got to think before we speak. So let's just get back to it. Let me know what y'all thinking about it. Is no jumper good? Is it trash? I just want to know. Put that in the comments. Let's get to it.
Like when there's someone doing that, it's actually kind of harsh.
Motherfucking frog. Motherfucking Disney frog with a wig on.
The man has a propensity not to be able to get the insults out of his mouth. It's your moment. The music, the moment. You want it. And he can't get the words out as degenerate. Scrotum. He can't. He's going for his big one. He's going for his big one. He's got the mic. Palms are sweaty. He can't get it out. He's trying to say, I look like a Disney frog with a wig on. The irony here is that he is as bald-headed as a Reese's peanut butter cup, okay? Talking about anybody else's hair is really beyond the pale. Let's not go there, okay? Because the very last thing, I mean, I got about 2 feet of hair that I grew myself, all right? And it's bleached, okay? So let's not Disney frog in a wig when you are the little bitch who can't even get the insult out because you're croaking quite literally like a frog and you don't have a piece of hair. You are a bald-headed scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back type of guy, okay? Or the front or the top or the side, all right? So at least I got hair is really honestly all that needs to be said. Like, please, please. Slick. Amphibious. Reflective. And can't even get it out without croaking. And what you decided to go with is Disney frog? That was a bit on the nose.
The fuck is you talking about?
A bitch out there cooking.
I would never in life think that I would get a shout out from a white lady with an American flag.
This shit is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Racial tensions. Racial tensions in America are healing. The almighty suspect has gotten a shout out from a white lady with an American flag. Racial tensions are healing. I am happy to report. He really is so happy. He is giddy. Look at him.
I know everybody knows they're doing that. Like when there's someone doing that, it's like actually kind of harsh.
Motherfucking frog. Motherfucking Disney frog with a wig on. The fuck is you talking about?
He couldn't get it out.
Bitch out there cooking.
I would never in life think that I would get a shout out from a
Disney frog with wig on. He couldn't even get that. The vocal folds need a break. Not one person in here said, "Just sir, do you need some water? Do you want a peppermint? Do you want a hard candy? I got a gummy in my backpack." Shit, anything. Y'all are not looking out for this man. You know he has been hollering, screaming for the last 72 hours at the time of recording. All y'all are acting like you didn't see this video. You know you saw it. He can't even get it out. Somebody get him his little throat box speaker for the love of God. For the love of God, get him his throat box speaker.
Everybody does that. Yeah, man. Everybody knows they're doing that. Like when there's someone doing that, it's like actually kind of harsh.
Motherfucking frog. Motherfucking Disney frog with a wig on. The fuck is you talking about?
A
A
wig.
bitch out there cooking.
I did that
I would
myself.
never in life think that I would get a shout out
like
from a
literally say,
white
I
lady
can't
with an American flag.
This shit is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
She say usually she don't fuck with you, but sometimes, but this time you standing on business.
Yeah, just
I
like
said,
she
well,
watches
Because I'm like,
it.
it's no way a white lady with an American flag in her crib fuck
Is the wig in the room with us?
me.
Wait, go ahead. Finish it. Finish it.
7,000 views.
Hey, she got a this crazy. I've never
How many
heard of her.
And Heavy threw your ass under the bus too, suspect. He threw your ass all under the bus in his reaction. He didn't like your little shout out, Almighty. Just throw that out there. Let's continue.
What does this video have?
She's clearly somebody.
407,000.
This has 407,000.
She's clearly somebody.
Fuck out of here, bro. Hey, we need to reach out to
she's
this
clearly
lady, though.
somebody in her realm.
Yeah,
because that's a lot of views.
No,
and
we
I have no
Wait,
clue who
excuse
this
me.
lady is. She's clearly important.
I would like to make an amendment to the record. I am actually, it seems as though I am in your realm. Just wanted to make that correction.
Hey, over here.
No, we need to bring her up here so we can clear all this shit up, though. We definitely,
Man, I ain't trying to clear
BJ.
nothing with her. Y'all can clear with
Nah,
her.
I want you up here.
I'm gonna give him the soundboard. He gonna fire her ass.
Wait, did y'all see that?
We should get on her.
This guy, payphone, whatever, he's like, we need to get her over here. No, first of all, I rebuke. Absolutely not. We need to get her over here to clear this all up. Heffy said, oh no, I'm good. I need to clear shit up with her. And you know what? You're right. You really don't.
Bro.
Hey, bro, didn't nobody in that clip was fucking condoning child trafficking. Like, knock that shit off. Don't play with that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Do
With
not
our
give a
faces
fuck
in
about
a
her
fucking
subs,
clip like
bro.
that, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We would never condone.
You were sitting there when he
you
said
be
it.
Wow, brolic, chill out, dog.
Right,
Chill
thank
out.
you.
She wasn't
Thank
even
you.
talking about you,
Thank
champ.
you. Wasn't even
She
talking
wasn't
about
even
him.
talking about you. Payphone, you getting real cozy up there, bro. You act like you've been up there for years or something.
It's something.
You just all, you know what I mean? I don't like your new attitude.
Oh.
But that's what No Jumper do to niggas. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's what No Jumper do to niggas right there.
They get a bit
Bro,
big
it's
for their
super
bridges
cool.
on that show.
Bro, it's super cool. Now he all
This one
F-bombed.
especially.
No, out of here. Yeah, this is No Jumper gang. Oh, you from No Jumper now, huh? Come on, Pay.
I'm just gonna say this. To even get on the show, he damn near sold his soul, allegedly. Young Ant Jefe. Whatever. He acting like he wouldn't come for BJ. Don't play around. BJ, my homie. What had happened? What had happened? Oh, okay. All right. Listen to me. He damn near sold his soul, though. Remember how he got on No Jumper from the beginning? The man was with Whack 100, and that's how he got on there. Loose Cannon went to jail. He became the third exposer, the third person in the Rat Pack. That's how it happened, bro. You're not going to lie to me about this. We's not getting into this story right here. This is a fact, homie. This is a fact. Okay? So we can't forget that part, that he wanted to be Whack 100, 1,200, that's 600, because he's 12 and I'm keeping it 100, and him, Young Ant Jefe. But right now, BJ's cooking him. So I ain't got to bring out the peppers and the onions and the hibachi styles. For what? BJ cooking right now. So I'm just letting her cook because I just want to hear what she got to say. And so we could get into that. Shout out to everybody that's watching. You know what I mean? You know, I don't stream a couple of these platforms. So we just streaming and we just get into this content. You already know. Everybody subscribe to OOTAONGO, OOTAONGO. That's my main channel. Besides my other channel. All my channels is mains. But hey, y'all make sure. Oh, my girl Mish in the building. Shout out to Mish, man. Shout out to Mish, man. Hopefully everything's blessed with you, Mish. Always love, man. Shout out to my girl Misha Mac. Make sure everybody go subscribe, even though she don't care about that. Go subscribe to her, though. Nice to people. Gang, gang. Salute to that. Salute to y'all. Okay. Yeah, let's get back to some of this work. And we're gonna see what the hell going on, because
Golly, bro, you a good bootlicker. I ain't even gonna lie to nobody. No disrespect at all, bro. I do commentary. Them reaction pages that you was talking about, all that. I'm one of those.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No disrespect, but from what I see, you be bootlicking. You don't really stand on anything. But let's continue.
On that shit, bro.
That's the
At
problem.
all.
Niggas
Like, get
worried
the
about
fuck outta
everybody
here.
else shit instead of their own shit. Fuck her subs. See what I'm saying?
Nah,
she was talking
hell
out of
no.
pocket. She's talking out of pocket, said that I said they deserve it. When did
people had something to say when they heard that found out that she had like 300 or whatever, how much thousand that she got. Oh, I ain't never even heard of her. Get out of here, man. Y'all niggas ain't on YouTube. Okay, we know who BJ is. We online. We know who everybody outside on YouTube streets, bro. Okay, but soon as people find out how much subs you got, here go to engulfing. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. Let's leave that to Beaver. Let's leave it be. Let's get back to the work.
I ever say that,
bro? Hell,
it was definitely a miss. But I will say this. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna go start watching her. She seems particular.
I do want to just point out, did y'all just see what's his name take a phone call around the 13 or so minute mark? Special Agent Lush over here getting a phone call from his daddy. I assume it is Adam 1622 Grand Mason of Nashua. I assume it's that man who went to school with 5 total non-white people, 5 total of any category, of any race, nationality, origin, ethnicity that doesn't count as white. There was 5 people out of like 400 something. All right, that's him. I think that's who's on the phone calling Special Agent Lush here. And he is taking a phone call. So I just wanted to point that out. That's going to become important in a moment because as you could see, he has not contributed any meaningful commentary at all whatsoever to the conversation. And now he's getting, I believe, his instructions, his script. And you'll see what he finally has of any substance, if it ever comes up, to add to the conversation. I just wanted to point out this exhibit right here around the 13, 14 minute mark. He's taking a call.
Okay. Come on, payphone. Golly, bro, you a good bootlicker. I ain't even gonna lie to nobody. No disrespect at all, bro. I do commentary. Them reaction pages that you was talking about, all that, I'm one of those. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but from what I see, you be bootlicking. You don't really stand on anything. But let's continue.
On that shit, bro.
That's the problem. Niggas worried about everybody else shit instead of their own shit. Fuck her subs. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
she was talking out of
no.
pocket. She's talking out of pocket, said that I said they deserve it. When did I ever say that?
Bro, hell
it was definitely a miss. But I will say this. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna go start watching her.
He tried, right? He tried to set it up right there. He tried to set it up right there. He gets cut off because he's like, kind of like the beta of the whole room. I would say that like if this is like male archetypes, we definitely like have, I think this guy right here is kind of like, I would say would be like the alpha. He doesn't really have to say too much. He really doesn't even have to take too much of a stance. He's obviously physically domineering. And then it kind of goes down the hierarchy. I won't.
Funny. That's funny. Because he's the guy that just got the hosting job when they did like some no jumper hosting cat competition and he won. He's one of the people that won. But she's saying that he's domineering and he looked like he's running the room and he just looks like the presence. So that's just funny. Because that man been on the job for like a week now. Literally. Suspect's been there for years. Lush been in, got fired. He back. Like he said, he investigated. He got caught. I don't know what the hell. He's cognizant right now, Lush. He's halfway. Go back, son. You'll see him laid in some vomit or some dumb shit. Straight. Okay? So it's funny that she's picking that guy when the guy's a new guy. The guy's been there for like maybe 2 weeks, bro, since the no jumper competition that they had. And that shit was like literally a week and change ago. It's crazy. Let's get back to this work, though.
Go down the stairs. I mean, we're all humans. We can all see what's what. But this one right here is clearly not the daddy boss in the room. If anything, he's like the pet. He's like the joker, the jester, the one that gets to stay around, that would never be allowed to hang out with any of these people and would never be interesting to any of these people at all whatsoever if he wasn't like kind of like sort of like the manager of the scene, like the boss's, second hand. He's like the shift manager, basically. I mean, I know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at it. And so he tries to get his joke in, right? Let's be honest. Okay, but he's nobody really actually cares, right? So he gets cut off because really Almighty Suspect is trying to have his well-deserved moment. And I think he should get it, So he's trying to, well, what do you think this? Do you think that? And he's like, what? Wait. Do you think that? And it's like, no one's actually listening to him. So he does try to set this joke up a few times. It flops every time. Every time it flops every time. And I believe this is the one that he just got as, a script when he's on the phone from the year I was born.
Their own shit, fuck her subs. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
she was talking out of
no.
pocket. She's talking out of pocket, said that I said they deserve it. When did I ever say that?
Bro, hell no.
It was definitely a miss. But I will say this. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna go start watching her. She seems particular.
Let's be honest. He's trying.
I want to go see the
Miss Flipping the shit we said, but that's fucking misinformation.
That wasn't a missed clip, fool. I watched that.
Tell him.
I watched that.
Tell
that
him.
wasn't a missed clip.
Tell
like,
him.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
You getting a little too big for them tight ass britches, gang. Straight up.
Tell
Relax,
him,
boy.
Too
Relax,
big for the
man.
britches.
You new to this.
Get
Not
some
true to this.
spandex.
Talk about niggas reaction channels, niggas this, niggas that. You just got to know Jumper, fool.
You just got
performed
here.
Like a court gesture.
Oh.
For Kiwi Head in the panel, and now you up there, bro. But you weren't doing content, no nothing. You were just a fan, bro. Relax.
Nobody was even talking to you.
Golly.
Nobody in this fucking room condone no fucking child trafficking. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Zooming in on the dogs and shit, acting weird, playing with this shit. Ain't no fuck.
Look at homie calling Shorty all out her name. Shout out BJ Investigates. Shout out NFA.
All of that, bro? Nah, you know him right here? This guy right here is a meat writer, straight up. He needs to get his dick rotten levels down to at least a 28.9. This nigga shit is on Super Saiyan. The shit is on 99.8. He's bugging. Because this nigga named Payphone. I think Neem named the nigga Payphone because it was a guy named House Phone that used to be on No Jumper. He just got the job with this nigga, the next big dude that she's talking about, bro. That she just mentioned, dude with the white shirt. Bro, why is he going so hard? You done called her bees and all type of shit. For what, bro? What you really got to do with the situation, bro? Honestly, bro. That's like the niggas in McDonald's don't want to give you an extra sweet and sour sauce. The Chinese nigga don't want to give you an extra duck sauce, soy sauce. Why is you on this? Fake security in the building want to act like that. Yo, bro, stop acting like you ain't going to go home. We not going to boom you, stupid. What happened? Why are you acting like your name's on the building? Stop being this way, bro. Stop being this way. Straight. Oh, yeah, salute, Misha. Appreciate that. Yeah, we cooking up. So, I'm going to come over here and work a little bit, but I'm going to bring some other good conversations on this channel in time. I don't really care, man. It's a lot of negativity around these parts. You know what I'm saying? But I got good energies out of it. Good people like you and a few other people. And that's all that matters out of this place. Trust me. The other place I'm talking about. I'm talking about one of my other channels if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But facts, Mish. Holla at me, though, Mish. Hit me. DM me, though. OOTAONGO. DM me on OOTAONGO. Facts. We need to chop it up anyway. Teron, salute. You already know the vibes. Hopefully everything good with you and your family, Mish. Cares everybody. Hopefully they doing their thing. They do a lot of arts and a bunch of things. So hopefully they still doing that. And we just pushing forward, man. Hopefully I could be in a position to help us to push a little forward too. So that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Bang, bang. Let's get back to it though. Y'all subscribe to my girl, Misha Mack. You already know the game.
Too. You know what I'm talking about? But, bro, a payphone, you getting you too extra, gang.
Tell
calling
him.
Shorty all out her name. She ain't said a word about you, payphone.
Period. Not one.
She didn't say one word about you, dog.
Golly.
Calling her all out her name. Y'all be out of pocket, bro.
Completely.
They cute in front of them cameras.
And
that
it's
shit
not
different,
cute.
bro. Again, this nigga was just as cool when he was up there. Yeah, man, I just really, I really watched the jumper. I just, you know what I'm saying? I think that I could bring a lot. And what are you doing now?
What are you doing?
You just foul right into what they doing, bro. You doing nothing new here, bro. That's crazy.
And it
You were supposed to
stinks.
be a breath of fresh air in this mother.
And he's mad too. He's mad too that my editor zoomed in on the very cute dog. There was like a doodle poo or something just, sniffing around on the floor. And it was the most interesting thing to look at in the whole scene. Who wants to look at any of this really for longer than you freaking have to? So I was zooming in on the little dog. He was sniffing down on the floor. It was cute. I mean, now come to think of it, look at this disgusting. What do y'all think is hiding in this high pile shag rug right here? I mean, how many half a perks have lost their life to the floors of this? I mean, I know they got a Dyson.
Word though, Beach. I want you to do a stream with me one of these days, bro. Gangster. I want you to do a pod with me on my other channel, Gangster. I'm about to merge, start doing some conversations, men, women conversations, a lot of conversations that we need to build. You know what I mean? We need to have these conversations, all of us, man. Trust me. My mind ain't far from where my mind's been. Trust me, it's not. No matter the content I'm building on a lot of channels, trust me, there's always a oneness to everything that we want to do. And we got kids out here, and we want the best for our kids. And we want the best for ourselves. So fuck all that other dumb shit. Straight cheese. You know what I'm saying? But it takes us to have these kinds of conversations. A lot of us should start building. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And message me on Instagram so we could chop it up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're most definitely one of the minds I want to bring on. A couple of people, man, we start talking about some good concepts and you already know your mind. And I mean, we just need to start putting out all of our minds together, man. one man, one woman can't think of all the thoughts, man. But when we start putting our minds together, trust me, man, shit starts to build. And this is what we got to do. Regardless of what we're doing, this is what we have to constantly keep doing. You know what I mean? It's all about helping somebody younger than us. You know what I mean? That might not be cool to hear or cool to say, but it is what it is, bro. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my girl Misha. You know how we do it.
Vacuum cleaner just sitting right around the corner, you know it. Because what has that? I don't even want to think about what that carpet has seen. Anyway, the little puppy was running around, probably eating a half a perk or something up out the high pile. And we zoom in, it's cute. It's way more pleasing. Take a Shakespeare class or two instead of worrying about what I'm doing over here. I didn't even know you existed. You existed. Actually, I kind of had felt bad for. I didn't know that was the same guy from In the Scene. First of all, he looked entirely different. He looked like about 1.5 feet taller, sitting up there on that bench. He was sitting on the bar stool that day. He was completely didn't have a hat on. He just looked completely different. I don't watch this freaking degenerated show unless I absolutely have to. Nobody came for you. Nobody mentioned you. I didn't know you existed. And now here you are calling me a bitch. You need to watch yourself before the next one goes horse tomorrow. Y'all all need to watch your throat chakra. Okay. I don't do anything. What just so happens, people that acts crazy, like in my direction like this for no reason unwarranted, they just get, they get what they have coming. I don't even do it. It's the Lord. I can.
Young.
Y'all, because the ancestors definitely like me more than you. Definitely. Okay. Nobody was talking about you. Stop trying to make it about you. This has nothing to do with you. This has to do with a child who is in a very bad situation.
This whole situation, and everybody's kicking off in this whole kerfuffle over, you know what I mean, the young girl, Nova. Yeah, man. I think it's a nasty situation. It's a bad situation. And then I feel like, the conversation that she was having on No Jumper, I could go to it right now and show y'all some of it. You know what I mean? But the conversation that she was having, because she's a young girl that been out in the streets and living a Tushin type of lifestyle. You feel me? And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? First of all, she's young. It's crazy. But she's so small. She looks so young. Like, it's crazy when you see that, regardless. And she's talking crazy when you hear her. But then she's doing this interview on No Jumper, right? And just the line of questioning that Adam is asking while he's there, and then he's playing these games and he's saying these weird jokes and shit like that. But she's still young, regardless of what. If you want to get a conversation, because this young girl was also on Soft White Underbelly. You know what I'm saying? She was on Mark's platform, Soft White Underbelly. You know what I mean? But you know how Soft White Underbelly do the conversations, like, you know what I mean? They kind of get into whatever the conversation is. Not so much of a jokey thing, you know what I mean? Because the real conversations that be going on Soft White Underbelly. But with Adam, he just makes a mockery of everything. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's people's gang culture, people's lifestyles, whatever the case may be. A situation like this, he was making a mockery of, because when he made one joke to her, I can't even remember what he said, bro. And it just threw me off the interview, bro. And I was like, yo, bro, I switched, bro. Gangster. He said one weird ass joke. I should go to it and find it, bro. Ready yet? I'm gonna find it right now. Because he said one joke and that shit just threw me, bro. I was like, bro, that's a grown-ass man with kids himself. He probably has a daughter, which I think he does, bro. Because I could have sworn somebody was bringing up his daughter. Yes, he does. He does have a daughter, Adam. Yes, he does. Because somebody was joking and trying to play with that. And I ain't like when they was joking with his kid or some shit like that. It doesn't matter, bro. Kids are kids, bro. You know what I mean? We're going to leave kids out of shit. But for me, it's like, so I just want to go to it real quick. Let me just see. Just put it on the board. Let me just put this on the board real quick. Okay. Hold up. I ain't gonna go to the I'm not gonna go to the Soft White Underbelly, because they gonna go through a conversation on how they do it, black and white pictures and all that stuff. No Jumper, Nova. Let's go here. All right. Okay. This is a clip. Nova on why girls on Fig don't sleep with black men. That's one clip. That's one of his clips. Okay, this is what Tanae and Nova on if P4K is a rapper guy who's caught up in a RICO right now for allegedly, I think she's on his paperwork. Allegedly, he's one of the people in the gang that was pimping her allegedly, or pimping some girls, whatever the case may be. So he's asking her one of those questions on this one. Okay. All right. All right, cool. Look, this is just boom. Right. So we're just going to go here. Okay, this is how we gonna do this. Just put this on the board of why I'm even doing this video. Okay, why I'm even doing this. Yeah, I met BJ. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, I met her husband. They both cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I met her during the Diddy trial, all that. You know what I mean? She came, gave me a conversation, all that on my other channel. All that's cool. You know what I mean? I ain't even cut it out and separate it and drop it. It's not that serious to me. She's cool. If I wanted to pop out, she'd probably pop out on my channel. It's not that serious. But when we looked at the situation with the girl, so this is why she's even in a kerfuffle at all. Her, BJ, because of what was said. He said, young Ant Jefe, while everybody's having this conversation, regardless right or wrong, while they're having this conversation, he says that a lot of girls that's out there, they're not thrusted into life. It's like they thrust themselves into the life. We're talking about young girls that's like her age, like 13-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that they've thrusted themselves into the lifestyle. Yes, we understand that environments make children, you know what I mean? And conditions make situations. We get that part, right? But still in all, right? Besides her mom, like I'm saying, being that inspiration for some of these things, because her mother's right here. Let me show you her. You know what I'm saying? Plum fool too. Plum fool. So we're not even going to cut no corners with that one. Right? Is it this? No, it's this one. Right? Boom. Right? Boom. So you can see, boom, is this the beginning? All right, cool. So you're gonna see exactly what the hell going on here. Okay. You ain't got to do this. Look, boom. Let me just play right here. This one, right?
But listen to this though. I know we're not on live.
Stop playing beats. No, we're recording. We're recording.
Are we recording?
Oh, we always recording.
Why you always turn that off?
What?
All right, watch King. Why you always all right, recording?
I love that you got.
I'm always ready anyway.
I love you got the homeboy over here taking care of your infant.
That's my son.
That's my brother.
Oh, that's your. How old is he? He look grown as fuck. I didn't think you could have a kid. Yeah.
He's 17.
17. That's crazy.
He got a baby face to me. You look grown.
He looked grown to me. Yeah, I was like, I was surprised. Anyway, okay, yeah, we got to front load this episode. Okay. The biggest question in the streets of LA right now that the people are dying for an answer for. Are you telling on P4K?
No.
Hell no.
Hell no. I don't. Okay, so.
First of all, hold on. Remember, the guy P4K, he's in a gang. I think they guerrilla, whatever the case may be. They're in a gang. I think they Bloods or whatever the case may be. But I'm just saying, listen to me. He's asking her, like, if she was, she's going to answer that. How can she answer that question? First of all, that question could cost her life. Do you think Adam cares about that? That's the first question. The first question could cost the little girl her life. Regardless if you think the little girl had a hard life, she been through all the shit and she done did everything that you ain't did. Regardless of all of that, bro. Regardless of all of that, bro. Kids is still kids, right? You change kids' situations and their environment and you watch them flourish. Trust me. Some of us were some of these kids that was going through bad shit, doing some things. The environment changed and you was able maybe to go to a different school and then you started going to school. I mean, I was getting kicked out of every damn school, all types of shit. I was in Pegasus schools, all type of stuff, bro, gangster. Then I ended up going to one school. Shit was cool. There was girls in there. I was chilling. I'm like, yo, this shit is lit. I was singing I Believe I Can Fly for proms and all that. I said, okay, this shit is lit. If I was in my old school with the other shit, fuck it, bro. I wasn't going to be there, bro. See what I'm saying? So sometimes it's about changing the kid's environment, right? Listen to his first question already. So you already know where this nigga's going, okay? Let's get into it.
I have an idea why they're saying that because it was once upon a time I was 13 and I was on Fig, right? Mm-hmm. And when I first went out there, I went to go get these shoes from Ross, right? Okay. Because I didn't have enough money to get no heels. He recorded me. He was like, "Oh, she got the bounty shoes on." And he posted me.
Like they look like the shoes they wear in the county.
Yeah, basically. Okay. So he posted me, and then people was already saying weird shit about that. And then after that, like, you know, I'll see him on Fig and shit, but like I never talk to him because I'm like, oh no, like you feel me? Watch it. Yeah, yeah.
We'll censor it. But I honestly, that's kind of what I suspected because when I saw it popping up on news pages and stuff, I'm like, you don't seem like you have any kind of evidence behind this. You're just combining these two stories together because she's well known.
Exactly. And I was never the type, even when I was out there, I was never the type to even pay, you know, a dude. I was out there with my homegirls. I was never, I don't care how famous she was, like, you feel me? I used to listen to his music or whatever, but
I never really
she did. Like I used to listen to that music, but I never like that's not my style to really pay a nigga. Like, you know, that's not
okay.
And my whole thing is she is a minor, so if she's allegedly a victim, how could her name be like disclosed? Like how could
For sure she's a victim of something.
Not of nothing with P4K.
Okay, not with him, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, not nothing with no
Yeah, not nothing with him. Can't nobody be able to be like, oh yeah. So we want to get him on the phone.
I got too much going on.
You want to get P4K on the phone?
I want you to get him on the phone.
Yeah,
you know how to get in touch with people so that he can say like that he don't know who Nova is. Because it's like, I mean,
that's not a bad idea.
She's not a victim, and she's not.
He might be kind of like lost in the system right now. I haven't heard about anybody talking to him yet since he's been locked up.
So what are
but I'm sure that he would say that because I assume that that's true.
People on the internet talking about all type of stuff like they've talked to him.
Mom, I told you they was just talking to him, and that's where I got that from.
I just want to say this, bro. When you look at that, right? 2 beautiful young black girls, bro. The woman and her. Both of them, bro. Look at them, bro. What are they doing? What are they up here doing, bro? What are they up here promoting right now? Has this girl even changed her lifestyle? Is the mom there still promoting the uckery? Because, also having a daughter, you could get money with this, right? Conversations, interviews, and stuff like that, too, So what is this all about? What is this all about? First of all, we already know where the lifestyle leads you. So ain't nobody going to tell us no story about where the life leads you. Whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're selling drugs, whether you're out here pimping, hoeing, whatever you think you're out here doing, no matter what part of the lifestyle. Because men and women do different things. Sometimes men cross over to what women are doing. Sometimes women is crossing over. They selling drugs. They doing all types of shit. Women got guns. We seeing stuff on YouTube. We see things on the news. We get it, right? Sometimes women live lifestyles that's real ass shit too. We get that shit, right? But I'm just saying, regardless of that lifestyle, we already know where that shit ends up, right? Right? So I want to see where is the intervention in some of this conversation, especially coming from Adam. Where's the intervention? Because even if her mother's there, plum fool, whatever the hell, come on, bro. Some of us got to have some sense, bro. Some of us got to have some goddamn sense. Like, let's be honest, bro. Let's get back to it, though, bro. Shit is crazy, bro.
Us going to court.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in the streets. On Instagram or whatever, it's like, that's telling on your own self.
Yeah,
whoever posts things like that, so don't put our name in it just because people are posting things. Like, what happened to pimping and pandering? I thought niggas, and it was awareness brought to the things that happened in our life. But it's like people, they keep bringing it up. They're making us viral at this point.
You think she would be famous without you at this point, or is she famous because everybody's able to kind of point at you and put the blame on you?
That part. I think that because they're able to pinpoint it, it blows it up even more because it's plenty of minors. They were able to say this one. And then, my daughter is active online.
She's socially minded, social media minded.
She's always live. She's always like, she's very social. And it's like a lot of girls are like timid. They wouldn't do the things that my daughter would do. My daughter is a comedian. She's an actress. She's a dancer.
Comedian, huh?
She does a lot.
I'm just funny,
she is. She go viral for a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, that's why I can't really be mad at her because it's like they want me to be this mom that's like, F my daughter, I'm not gonna whoop her out. Like, for what? Sure. This is my child.
Oh, okay, just to keep drilling down on this a little bit, you see that Hoover.
It's not about whooping her out, bro. It's not, bro. It's not about hitting kids and stuff like that. Because, sometimes some of us say, what, that helped you. But, a lot of times it made you angry too. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about her not being a friend like that. We're friends, right? But I'm your mother. There's a difference in between these two things now. You know what I'm saying? Like your mom and your kid, your daughter, she's smoking, y'all smoking blunts and y'all drinking liquor and y'all getting smacked and all this other stuff. If she's doing that on her own, let her do that on her own. But me and you sitting around bunning spliffs and shit, you my son, get out of here, bro. I don't want to be smoking no spliffs with my son. No type of dumb shit like that. Get out of here, bro. If you grow up and that's what you're doing, then do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here getting smacked with you. Come on, bro. We're not doing that. And I think it's some of that. I think she's more focused on being a friend to her daughter and not being a mother. Straight, son. Because sometimes just being a mother, bro, it's not going to be always cool. Remember, all the shit that our mother used to tell us, bro. Let's think about it. Our parents and all that, bro. We didn't agree with half that shit, bro. You know the truth, bro. We didn't agree with half that shit, bro. We was like, what? Under our breath, we was cursing. Fuck off. All of that, right? Moms and pops. You know the truth, so we can't lie to each other. But how about, if you even have kids, how about, because I end up having kids like you, or some of y'all did, right? If you didn't, you probably end up sounding like it without having kids, so you know it's real when you get a little older. But look, how about you end up sounding like your moms in them? How about you start thinking back after you go through some shit and be like, yo, actually, they was dead ass right about some shit, son. I can't even hold you, son. It's real. And that's not always the cool thing to say. It's not always going to be the nice thing that your mom or whoever's going to tell you, bro. It's going to be real, son. Sometimes it's going to be hurtful, but it's a rude awakening. It is a paradigm shift, and that is what people need, especially young people, bro. You need those paradigm shifts. Feel me? At every junction when we was young, we was thinking like we knew we had it. We already knew what we wanted to do. I mean, come on, life throws you curveballs. We shifting it. We shaping it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. That's why they even say at 25, around that time is when your brain fully kind of develops and all of these things. You feel me? You might think you got it all mapped out. You like 18, 19, 20, 21. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you start to really understand. You start to really see what the hell's going on. You feel me? And by the time you look back, what have you done? You 13, 14 years old. How many bodies do you have? How many people have you had sex with? Are you having sex with men and women? What's going on? If you're able to be paid to do something, then that means there's no limitation on what you're probably being paid to do. You're already getting paid to do the thing, which is sex. What are you talking about? What else are you going to pay me to do? Catch up, schmurder. What do you catch me to do, bro? It's sex. It's one of the most intimate things to do. It's your body. Okay? So how many bodies does she have? Think about that. Is that cool? Imagine her. Imagine she has more bodies than a mother. Imagine something like that, son. Sad and a crazy thought, son. What kind of thoughts does her mother think? Does her mother think thoughts like that? Because there's no need to be that way. There's no need for her to be in that lifestyle. She got her little, like she said, she got her little gifts, her little talents. She could do her little comedy. She do her little thing. All right, cool. But even if you see online how she be online, I seen it the other day. It just passed by me some shit. I think somebody shared it. And she was there eating and talking some shit about some people and shit. I get it. It's the type of stuff that people are going to watch. You know what I'm saying? They're going to share it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Umar's daughter, Anissa. Like, they're going to share it no matter what she's talking about. And she was on there talking about, like, virginity. Nah, I'm still a virgin. Nah, he put it up there, but he ain't popped my virginity, though. But nah, I did it with another dude, though, but I ain't going to say anything. I'm like, what? She was on there talking about like a few dudes she was doing it with. I was like, what the hell's going on? She was talking about that shit like Nikes, bro. Jordans. Some shit down the block, bro. Like, I ain't gonna tell you about the spot where I got the Jordans from. That's how she was talking about it, bro. It was like careless. There's no emotion in it. It's just straight. Her homegirl was there like, so how you a virgin still, Nisa? If you had with him and him. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. And this guy, Adam, him right here, is weird. Point blank, period, homie. This is weird, son. Straight. Because he's here just for the viral, and I get it. Because I'm saying he's a content creator. He's a big platform. This is what his channel's about now, I guess, is about the shock and all this other stuff that he's made it about. I get it. I get it. But you could still have some taste, some decorum. You could still have some integrity when you go about conducting your conversations. But he don't care about optics. On April's Fool's, allegedly, this is what he's going to say, it's allegedly, him and a man was taking like some lovey-dovey pictures for April Fool's one time. I think like last year, some stupid shit. Bro, and he's talking about his April Fool's. Nah, bro, you're not fooling nobody, bro. But we're not knocking nobody who lives their life any way they live their life, bro. But why is anything a game and why is everything a game? Who's joking like that? Who's joking with people, alternative lifestyles and shit like that? What man, what straight man's doing that, bro? What? Ooh. The man mind is perverse. Straight, son. Straight. He does corn with his wife, his shorty, whatever, right? Adam, this guy. Watch the questions you asking, Adam. I might be looking at you like you trying to bust a move. All right. Yeah, all right.
Indictment. I'm sure you watch YouTube videos or like read Instagram posts about it or whatever. Like what was going through your head? Like, was this regular shit? Were you surprised by any of it?
No.
No surprise. This is all just stuff you expect.
Yeah. You know?
That's kind of crazy that like so many people who consume this kind of content were horrified by it. But her, as somebody who's really outside, no surprise. This is just regular.
Because if she,
you probably know about way worse shit.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
And that's my problem is
and
that
then like when you're around it, you don't even have to be around the niggas to see. Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You just know like you know, I don't do this no more, but I started when I was 13, you know? So I've been seeing all type of shit, you feel me? And I just know, you could just tell when they're pimping on the minor. You could just tell when they're not a real pimp. Like, half these niggas, they ain't even real pimps. These niggas boyfriends. On God. They get them little minors. On God.
Define boyfriend. Like, how does that break down?
Adam, no. They get little minors like me, right?
Oh, okay.
And they treat them like they're the girlfriends, basically.
And then at some point,
and then they be like, oh, yeah, I know she's not going to snitch, so they do fucked up shit to them. You feel me? Not that I know it, but I'm just telling you, you know? I'm just telling you. That's what they do. And then they get comfortable with the bitch. And then when shit like this happens, indictments and shit, they be like, oh, but the whole time, they're watching you on Fig. Like, the police being undercover cars, I be seeing them. And that's why I stopped doing that.
Hopefully she did stop doing this, right? But look at the mother, though, bro. Just watch the mother. We're going to listen to her talk, but just watch the moms, though, bro. When she going to chime in with something enlightening?
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
When she going to chime in with something enlightening? She got arms folded. Pull myself out the screen so you can see it. Arms folded. The daughter talking like she her mother. Like she her OG. She ain't got no filters, obviously. Mother can't filter her, obviously. Straight, son. When we look at situations like this, a lot of time we gonna cast judgment on the mother. We gonna cast judgment on this girl Nova. Nah, bro. We gotta all look at our lives and make sure that we doing the right thing by our shit, bro. And we doing the right thing in ourselves, bro. Period. Everybody's life and everything that's happening on this motherfucker on earth, son, is an example. Straight up. And some people examples is better examples than we gonna go through because we will not go through everything. Some people's been through some shit that we won't make it back from, son. So we got to look at people's lives and people's examples that they're leaving out here to make us get back to what we got to do. Us get closer to our kids. If we not even close to them, let's get closer. Let's do that type of shit, bro. It may not be the coolest things to say. It may not be the coolest things to talk about, but it has to be on the board. I have to put that on the board straight because this is the shit that really, really matters. And I know a lot of times you want to joke and kick shit and all that. And I'm cool with all that. I do all of that. So you know that. I do all of that. I get that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, that's not going to change nothing for us. That's not going to help nothing for us. And us pointing the finger and pointing the blame at nobody is not going to help nobody either. Straight. Feel me? It's about us using these things as stepping stones, seeing what the hell's going on. You feel me? Having something real to say when our kid is right here talking like this. The fuck? But you know what? You could look at it like this, though. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know, yo, bro, you know how you could fake it till you make it kind of like, bro, you know how like a mom be like embarrassed and shit? You know what I'm saying? Even though you know your kid bad as shit and your kid be doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? You be kind of trying to fake it in a way. Not fake it, but you know what I'm saying, bro? Because you got pride and you got integrity. You got mad other little shit going on, bro. But you know your kid out of control. I done seen friends and family members and all that. But the mother still was saying like, no, was saying the thing, even though the daughter was saying or the kid or the son was saying, but the parent was saying something, right? Something different, right? Even though the kid was going up, about to get beatings and all types of shit, whatever the fuck. The mother was saying something else, right? So when is she going to say something else? And you know what's crazy, though? I'm going to tell you what's really, really crazy and really scary for all of us, not just for me, for every one of us. Yo, bro, You know, every year, y'all. Think about it. Even last Thanksgiving, just think about it, bro. Last Thanksgiving. Remember Thanksgiving? Used to go to everybody's house. Used to be able to pop up here, there, granny, everybody, bro. Last Thanksgiving, did you see it? You had a whole bunch of things where you was going, a whole bunch of family members and all that. It probably was like Book of Eli, bro. You probably ain't want to cook. Straight. Last Thanksgiving, let's think about this, bro. This is the times that brought us together to be like family, right? Regardless if you like the holiday and what it stands for. Fuck all of that. I'm just saying times, mama soul, big mama house, soul food cooking. What are you talking about, bro? The shit made us. The shit made us. The shit raised us. Feel me? Think about it now, right? Us right now, and the people that's younger than us too, but some of us right now, we have the last of the parents and the grandmothers like that. You see what I'm saying? You understand that? Those are the people that remember the cooks and this and that and this and this and that. Everybody and everything is getting younger now. She on the screen is now the grandmother. See what I'm saying? She's not just the mother, she's the grandmother now. See what I'm saying? Where's the old traditions? Where is the things that we used to do and we used to like to do and the things that was always kept when we always knew every Thanksgiving you was, yo, you had to save room. You like, nah, I'm going over here. I'm going, you sometimes carry the plastic bowl like, nah, son, I'm not even playing with nobody. I got me a bowl in the bag. Throw that in the car just in case. Think about it. Now the young people is the grandmothers now. A lot of the culture, a lot of the traditions, a lot of those things is out the window, bro. Now it's twerking, it's banging, it's this, that, and that's it. It's up and it's stuck. And it's fucking get the money and it's all the other shit that's with it, bro. Spinning on a drill and everything else, bro. Straight. And no one can tell nobody nothing. Straight. Man, man. We can't even talk to each other about shit. So you already know. You can't tell a nigga nothing. The fuck? Probably could tell a chick something, but can't tell a nigga nothing. Can't say. It's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. But this girl right here, God bless them both, man. God bless them both. Cover them, protect them both, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hopefully this girl is not living this lifestyle no more. All right? But a sad thing about these realities is this, bro. When your mind, this is why God say don't live in a certain way, I believe. This is what I just believe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why don't do certain things like catch a skoomba, catch a duppy, like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind become perverse. You know what I'm saying? When you do certain things, your mind become perverse. You know what I'm saying? Like I make a reference to, remember, I was at the Diddy trial for 40 days, right? I covered the Diddy trial every day from jury selection till the verdict, right? And I'll be there for his sentencing. I'll be there for his sentencing too, Diddy, right? And just being there, you know, seeing Cassie, seeing Jane, listening to the testimony, listening to the things that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at all the things that they were doing, whether you like it or not, whether you said they liked it or not, whether we say Diddy wrong or not, whatever you want to say about the situation, you know what I'm saying? When you think about the situation, though, you feel me? Every single weekend for 3 days straight, and the longest one was 4 days straight, okay? Non-stop FO. It's a non-stop freak off, okay? Cassie or Jane or whoever the person is cannot get 1 second of sleep. Okay. They asked Cassie, when can you kick off the heels? Do you get a chance? Because remember, she has on these high ass heels. They said, do you get a chance to kick off these heels? Like what the fuck? She said, in between sessions, she gets to put off the heels. A session is one full situation where the escort orgasms, whatever, and Diddy himself orgasms. Okay. That's a session. So however long it takes him, and however long it takes him, that's a session. Okay. That's one session. When you're done with him or that's one session. And they're doing these multiple sessions. Okay. Throughout the day, throughout the weekend. And this is every weekend. This is 52 weeks in a year. Okay. If this is 2 people alone during for every one of those days, that's 104 individuals that she's being with a year. Besides Diddy. But we understand that Diddy siphons and cycles the men in. So another man will come, another man will leave, another man will come, another man will leave, another man will come. So he just, you know what I mean, ciphering the people in. Okay. So remember, the body has to stop doing things at certain points. You have to even sleep, bro. Right? So first of all, these women, the people that was doing this, Cassie and Jane, were doing something that, what the hell? How are you doing this? Like, what about? Your body's not even trained to be doing this. You were talking about the body collapse. Your body stops doing stuff. Your body knows how to like stop. What the hell are you talking about? Anything you're doing too much, your body will stop you. You hear what I'm saying to you now? Right? Not only is they doing this, right? She's doing this with them, him, her, Diddy, all of them, whatever. You're doing this with the biggest of sticks. Okay? I'm going to talk plainly to you. Straight. Okay? Straight. And he want the biggest of men because she's a small woman. And he wants them to manhandle you. Straight. That's why he want the big dude, the big black dude with the bald head with the big stick and all stuff. That's why he wants that. Okay? Because he wants them to manhandle you as well. Okay? Okay. And you're doing this every day. I mean, every weekend. 52 weeks in a year. Let's say for 10 years. Let's say the first 2 years. The first time she was introduced to one was 22. I think she started rocking with him since like 1920. So let's take off 3. Let's say 8. Because she was in him for like 11. So let's say like 8. 7. 52 weeks, 7 years. And there's more than this, but I'm just saying 7 years. It's already crazy with 7 years. Right. After living like that and doing that right there, can you go back to just having regular sex with like a new partner and y'all just live like that and just regular sex with just you and her or him or however y'all doing it, just you and y'all, without having to add nothing extra and just be back like to some regular shit? You know what I mean? You might be crazy, but it's just regular. It ain't no extra wild shit. You could be crazy with just being on some regular shit, right? It's just back to the regular gangster shit. Can you be back to the regular gangster shit after your mind has went to that level sexually? Think about this. Think about this. What's crazy, while I was at the trial, I was thinking like, you know what's crazy? They probably still doing the same shit that they were talking about. But Diddy's anything? The girls, the women, they probably still doing that shit. Call 2 dudes over and they doing their own thing now. What the fuck? But now it's a controlled environment. Ain't no abuse and people over here beating me up and all this other dumb shit that's going on, bro. I'm actually having a goddamn good time and doing this dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that was a lot of the shit. It was the violence and all the other shit that was going on in today's situation. Violence. That, plus he cheap and don't want to get nobody no money. So we get that part too. But I'm just saying though, after you live so long in a certain manner, it takes a lot to change. You're not just going to come and say, I changed. Nah, I ain't doing this no more and all this other dumb shit. I don't want to hear that, bro. You don't hear that, bro. It's a process to change. Okay? God is involved. All that's involved in the process of change. Change don't look like your mother right there with her arms folded and you talking. It don't sound like change and it don't look like change. Okay? So my only thing to this young girl, this young woman, this young queen right here, believe in God, believe in Jesus, straight. That's the first thing. Believe in God, believe in Jesus, straight. And everything else will follow you after that. But you be safe on these streets. You be safe out here. Because it seems like you got to govern yourself. And it seems like now you're the breadwinner of your family because you're the one that they want to talk to and you're the one that's making the money. But then your mother going to say, if it wasn't, I think they blew up because me and they have somebody to blame. No, they ain't blow up because of you and you have somebody to blame. No, she's blown up because of what she's doing, how small, look how young she looks and how the hell she's talking and acting, bro. That's why she's blowing up. What are you talking about, lady? Even if we never knew you. be like, what? Who is this girl? What the hell are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? So one of these clips of past your YouTube, your social media, something. Be like, what the fuck is this, yo? Who is this little kid? Exactly. What the hell are you talking about, bro? But shit, she's gonna sit here and claim it. I'll go back. When she claims it, the mother claimed it. Adam asked her. I'll go back and find it. Adam asked her. Played it. You should see how she looks when the mother says that. She's looking at her like, I'd have blown up because of you. I was like, what? If it was, you never seen me, nothing. I was doing my own thing. Like, what? She probably be, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Let her talk for real. She'll tell you. She'll tell you. Sad situation, man. Sad situation, man. You know, sad. I just wanted to get this video on the board, though. You know what I'm saying? Facts of life. Everybody subscribe to OOTAONGO. OOTAONGO on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything. You already know the vibes. Yeah, man. Shout out to my people in the building. Yeah, man. It's a crazy situation. I'm gonna reach out to BJ though. Bring on the channel, get a conversation with her and shit. You know what I mean? So shout out to BJ. I'm gonna see what she's talking about. Yeah, man. That's what it's about. It's about us building. It's about us connecting the dots. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Gangster. You know, a lot of dope people that I'm gonna bring on the channels. I haven't brought nobody yet. I'll just be, you know me. But everybody already, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, yo, anytime, you know what I mean? So I already know. So shout out to that. Shout out to the love. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a hater, it gets greater later. Pray more, hate less. Trust me. Trust me. Pray more and hate less. And you'll be looking blessed. Your boy right there, that rhyme with that. Exactly. Don't play around. So look.
All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been as right. You been stuck in a computer.
Facts. Power to BJ. Yep, Leia. Power to BJ, man. This bitch silly. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Y'all crazy. He didn't say his homie. She lying. I don't know, but it gets to the gang stuff with P4K, Freedom Boy. I don't know what's going on with the situation with none of them. I don't know. You feel me? It's nasty work that they got her name mentioned and all of that. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. They saying that he should say something about it. He's in jail. What the hell he can say? It's just a lot with that. But at the end of the day, this little girl don't need to be out there doing that shit at all. Okay? For real. I don't see BJ doing anything wrong. I just see her seeing a situation. She probably got wind of it. Somebody probably clipped it, sent it to her. However, she figured it out. She saw the no jumper clip. And the spot that I seen where she referenced that was what young Ant Jefe said. You know what I'm saying? And that could come across wrong, bro. You might see it. And I say, I could understand what he's saying because, you know, people in the hood and young girls and be out there. But at the end of the day, what is the men and what is the grown women? What is these people around these people doing? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Is people giving people stiff kicks and they ask, like, get the fuck out of here with this dumb shit? What is going on? Is people, what, enabling the shit? Helping them to do it? Putting them on the stroll to do this shit? Putting them on the street to go sell a pack? Putting the straps in their hand to go bust the straps? What's going on? What are we doing as the elders, as the people that's in a position to see all of that? And a young ass kid that's 13 years old, son, come on, son. You think they making their own choices. They think they making their own choices. They're not, bro. They're not. They're making choices that are bigger than them that they don't even know that'll affect their lives forever. That's what they're doing. They're making some of their parents' choices. They're making some of society's choices. They're making things that they think they should be doing. Like we did some things like that and made some of those wrong choices too. You know what I'm saying? So when BJ is saying that, like, you know what I'm saying, statutorily, and when she's going into all of these things and she's breaking it down to these ways, I can understand what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? So for me, even with the young Ant Jefe, they may be trying to challenge it. This one guy over here talking about that B and all this. He's a cornball, payphone, and nigga named payphone or some shit. The guy that was said that about BJ, he's a cornball. But I'm just saying, it's not about that. Right now, it's just when people pull you up on some shit, and if you're in a position, I mean, if it's real, it's real. You know what I'm saying? But if you see something coming across in the wrong way, as grown-ass men, as grown-ass women, as motherfuckers with kids, and we talking about shit that's involving kids. You know what I'm saying? We could just say, you know what, my bad. I didn't mean it that way, though. But if it comes across that way, I'm sorry to whoever that may have took it that way. But I didn't mean it that way. I was just saying this, and that. That's all it is, bro. It's not just so much about y'all pushing punches and her being a big channel and you being a channel or you want to get subscribers and all this other shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because that's what we do on YouTube. So I get it. We bang at each other. We do all that type of stuff to grow. And sometimes that's how they help us to only grow. And sometimes you'll just be doing some good ass content and you won't grow. So I get that shit. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it all. But at the end of the day, I think, I just think he should have just took a little accountability on it and say, yo, you know what? Maybe I talked a little wrong on that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Straight. Because if that's your young daughter, your young sister, whatever the case may be, you don't want to hear all that shit, son. She was out here making her own choices. And y'all niggas is out here with her. Boom, boom, boom goes the room, nigga. So, or the broom, mop stick. Like, we're not doing that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, who the fuck is the niggas that got her out here? That's all you going to go over there saying, bro. What you going to go? You're not talking about your little daughter, your little sister, your little niece, who the fuck ever. You're not going over there to that block, that strip, wherever you going, bro. You're not going over there talking about she made her own choice in this, what she did. You're not going over there like that, bro. You're not, son. You're not, son. You're going to go over there on full smoke, son. Yes, you are, son. You want to know which one of these motherfuckers is the ones that got her the fuck out here with this dumb shit. That's all you want to know. You just want to be pointed to the motherfuckers or the motherfucker that got her out here with the dumb shit. That's what, even if you think she the one who brought herself there. You say, we never know if she walked there. Even if she walked there, you don't want to hear that. You want to know who the fuck she's meeting here. You want to know who the fuck got her out here and who the fuck is making her do anything. That's all you want to know, bro. So let us just be honest with ourselves. Straight. All right? Straight. So salute to everybody, man. You already know the vibes. Y'all make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. On Go News, y'all subscribe to OOTAONGO. And you already know the vibes, man. We on Go. Subscribe to OOTAONGO. I'm going live on that in a little minute. Roll up some. I'm going live on that one. We be live, so you know the vibes. On Go.
My niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? Taking a kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. C49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You gotta jug and finesse her. I give a dick that'll change her life. You leave her change on the dresser. Shorty, a wetty, a wetty. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't wanna get ahead of myself, but I want the head for the Getty. She said she fuck with the OOTA. I tell her open the Chevy. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters.